Unit 2. Chapter 3 Union Government. President of India. The Indian President is the head of the state. He is the first citizen of India and is a symbol of solidarity, unity, and integrity of the nation. He is a part of Union Executive along with the Vice President, Prime Minister, Council of Ministers, and Attorney General of India. President elected. Greater than there is no direct election for the Indian President. An electoral college elects him. The electoral college responsible for President's elections comprises elected members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Legislative assemblies of the states. Legislative councils have no role. Legislative assemblies of the Union Territories of Delhi and Puducherry. Who does not take part in the President's elections? Nominated members of Rajya Sabha. 12. Nominated members of state legislative assemblies. Members of legislative councils, both elected and nominated, in bicameral legislatures. Nominated members of Union Territories of Delhi and Puducherry. Term of President's office. Once President is elected, he holds office for 5 years. He sits in the office even after the completion of 5 years given no new election has taken place or no new president has been elected till then. He can also be re-elected and there is no cap on his re-election. Qualifications. President. He should be an Indian citizen. His age should be a minimum of 35 years. He should qualify the conditions to be elected as a member of the Lok Sabha. He should not hold any office of profit under the central government, state government, or any public authority. Conditions of President's office. He cannot be a member of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. If he has been a member of either of the House, he should vacate the seat on his first day as President in the office. Checkmark. He should not hold any office of profit. For his residence, Rashtrapati Bhavan is provided to him without the payment of rent. Parliament decides his emoluments, allowances and privileges. Parliament cannot diminish his emoluments and allowances during his term of office. Checkmark. He is given immunity from any criminal proceedings. Even in respect of his personal acts, arrest or imprisonment of the President cannot take place. Only civil proceedings can be initiated for his personal acts, that too after giving 2 months of prior notice. President's office be vacant. Black circle. When the President of India completes his term of 5 years in the office. If the President resigns by putting forward his resignation to the Vice President of India. If Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha initiates an impeachment charge and they stand valid, he is removed. If he dies in the office. If the Supreme Court declares his election invalid. Powers and functions of President of India. Executive powers of President. For every executive action that the Indian government takes, is to be taken in his name. Checkmark. He may not make rules to simplify the transaction of business of the central government. Checkmark. He appoints the Attorney General of India and determines his remuneration. He appoints the following people. Black Circle Controller and Auditor General of India, CAG. Black Circle Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners. Black Circle Chairman and members of the Union Public Service Commission. Black Circle State Governors. Finance Commission of India Chairman and members. He seeks administrative information from the Union government. He requires PM to submit, for consideration of the Council of Ministers, any matter on which a decision has been taken by a minister but which has not been considered by the Council. He appoints national commissions of Black Circle scheduled castes. Read about National Commission for Scheduled Castes in the linked article. Black Circle scheduled tribes. Read about National Commission for Scheduled Tribes in the linked article. Black Circle other backward classes. Read about National Commission for Backward Classes in the linked article. He appoints Interstate Council. He appoints administrators of Union territories. He can declare any area as a scheduled area and has powers with respect to the administration of scheduled areas and tribal areas. Legislative powers of President. He summons or prorogues Parliament and dissolves the Lok Sabha. He summons a joint sitting of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha in case of deadlock. He addresses the Indian Parliament at the commencement of the first session after every general election. He appoints Speaker, Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha, and Chairman, Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha when the seats fall vacant. To know the difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, check the linked article. He nominates 12 members of the Rajya Sabha. He can nominate 2 members to the Lok Sabha from the Anglo-Indian community. He consults the Election Commission of India on questions of disqualifications of MPs. He recommends, permits the introduction of certain types of bills. To read on how a bill is passed in the Indian Parliament, check the linked article. He promulgates ordinances. He lays the following reports before the Parliament: Black Circle Controller and Auditor General, Union Public Service Commission, Finance Commission, etc. Financial powers of President. To introduce the money bill, his prior recommendation is a must. He causes Union budget to be laid before the Parliament. To make a demand for grants, his recommendation is a prerequisite. Contingency Fund of India is under his control. He constitutes the Finance Commission every 5 years. Judicial powers of President. Appointment of Chief Justice and Supreme Court, High Court judges are on him. He takes advice from the Supreme Court, however, the advice is not binding on him. Checkmark. He has pardoning power. Under Article 72, he has been conferred with power to grant pardon against punishment for an offense against Union law, punishment by a martial court, or death sentence. Diplomatic powers of President. International treaties and agreements that are approved by the Parliament are negotiated and concluded in his name. He is the representative of India in international forums and affairs. Military powers of President. Checkmark. He is the commander of the Defence Forces of India. He appoints Chief of the Army, Chief of the Navy. Checkmark. Chief of the Air Force. Emergency powers of President. He deals with 3 types of emergencies given in the Indian Constitution. Checkmark. National emergency, Article 352, President's Rule, Article 356 and 365. Financial emergency, Article 360. President List of India. As Guidely. List of President of India from 1950 to 2022. Dr. Rajendra Prasad 1950 to 1962. Dr. Sarvapalli 1982 to 1967. Dr. Zakir 1967 to 1969. Varahagiri 1969 to 1974. Venkata Girl 1974 to 1977. Neelam Sanjeeva Gianni Zal Singh Bedi 1977–1982. Ramaswamy Venkataraman Sharma 1907–1902, 1992, 1997. Shankar Dayal. Kocheri Raman Narayanan 1997–2002, 2002, 2007, 2003, 2012. Dr. APJ Abdul Pratibha Patil. Mukherjee 2012–2017. Shri Ram Nath 2017–2022. Draupadi Murmu now present 2022. Name: 1. Dr. Rajendra Prasad. 2. Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. Starting date: January 26, 1950. May 13, 1962. Closing date: May 13, 1962 – May 13, 1967. Profiles: He was first of Republic POI. He was the second POI. 3. Dr. Zakir Hussain. May 13, 1967. May 3, 1969. He was the 3RDPOI. May 3, 1969. July 20, 1969. 4. Varahagiri Venkata Giri. He was acting president because of Hussein's death. July 20, 1969. August 24, 1969. He was acting president till Giri's presidency. He was the 4th August 24, 1969. 5. Muhammad Hidayatullah. 6. Varahagiri Venkata Giri. 7. Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed. August 24, 1974. August 24, 1974. February 11, 1977. He was the 5th 8. Basappa Danappa Jati. February 11, 1977. July 25, 1977. He was a CM of the Mysore but got elected as president after the death of Ahmed. July 25, 1977. July 25, 1982. 9. Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy. 10. Gianni Zail Singh. 11. Ramaswamy Venkataraman. July 25, 1987. July 25, 1982. July 25, 1987. July 25, 1992. Reddy was the 6th POI. He was the 7th POI and was all a member Congress Party. He was the 8th President of India. He was also a lawyer and a professional politician. 12. Shankar Dayal Sharma. July 25, 1992. July 25, 1997. He was the 9th President of India, and he was also a member of the National Congress Party of India. 13. Kochero Raman. Narayanan. 14. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. July 25, 1997. July 25, 2002. July 25, 2002. July 25, 2007. He was the 10th POI. He was the 11th President of India, and he was a great scientist. He worked in ISRO and DRDO organizations. 15. Pratibha Patil. July 25, 2007. July 25, 2012. She was the 12th President of India, and she was the first woman POI. 16. Pranab Mukherjee. July 25, 2012. July 25, 2017. He was the 13th President of India, and he was also a senior leader of the National Congress Party. 17. Sri Ram Nath Kovind. July 25, 2017. July 21, 2022. 18. Draupadi Murmu. July 21, 2022. Present working. He is the 14th President of India, and he is also ex-governor of Bihar. She is the 15th President of India and was a member of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Prime Minister of India. The Prime Minister of India is the head of the government of the Republic of India. In the parliamentary form of government established by the Constitution, the Prime Minister is the actual executive power, de facto executive, while the President serves as the de facto executive authority, de jure executive. According to Article 75 of the Indian Constitution, the Prime Minister of the nation shall be chosen by the Indian people in general elections and shall be appointed by the President. Prime Minister of India. In the parliamentary system of government provided by the Constitution, the President is the nominal executive authority, de jure executive, and Prime Minister is the real executive authority, de facto executive. In other words, the President is the head of the state while the Prime Minister is the head of the government. The Constitution does not contain any specific procedure for the selection and appointment of the Prime Minister. Article 75 says only that the Prime Minister shall be appointed by the President. The Prime Minister presides over the Cabinet. At the center, he and the Council of Ministers comprise the executive power. The salary and allowances of the Prime Minister are determined by the Parliament from time to time. She gets the salary and allowances that are payable to a Member of Parliament. According to the Constitution, the Prime Minister may serve in either of the two houses of Parliament. Qualification. He should be qualified to get elected to the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. Tenure of Prime Minister. The Prime Minister's term is not fixed. The Prime Minister's complete tenure is 5 years, which corresponds to the usual life of the Lok Sabha. Checkmark. However, if he loses the vote of confidence in the lower house, his term might expire sooner. Checkmark. As a result, he may be regarded to be in power as long as the Lok Sabha has faith in him. He can resign in writing to the President as well. The Prime Minister's position has no term limitations. There is no formal retirement age either. Powers and functions of the Prime Minister. Council of Ministers. Black circle. The Prime Minister enjoys the following powers as head of the Union Council of Ministers. The Prime Minister enjoys the following powers as head of the Union Council of Ministers. She recommends persons who can be appointed as ministers by the President. The President can appoint only those persons as ministers who are recommended by the Prime Minister. She allocates and reshuffles various portfolios among the ministers. She can ask a minister to resign or advise the President to dismiss him in case of a difference of opinion. She presides over the meeting of the Council of Ministers and influences its decisions. She guides, directs, controls, and coordinates the activities of all the ministers. She can bring about the collapse of the Council of Ministers by resigning from office. The resignation or death of an Prime Minister automatically dissolves the Council of Ministers and thereby generates a vacuum, while the resignation or death of any other minister, on the other hand, merely creates a vacancy which the Prime Minister may or may not like to fill. Functions and powers of the Prime Minister. Black Circle. He proposes the names of the members of his political party to President for appointment as ministers. Black Circle. He decides the distribution of charge to various ministers and can reshuffle their cabinet also. Black Circle. He presides over the meetings of cabinet and can change the decisions taken therein. He can suggest the President of India about the resignation or removal of any minister from his cabinet. Black Circle. He also controls and directs the functioning of ministers in the cabinet. Black Circle. He can resign anytime and can suggest the President of India to dissolve the cabinet. He suggests the President to dissolve Lok Sabha and to organize fresh elections. A. Rights and powers with regard to appointments. Controller and Auditor General of India, Attorney General of India, Advocate General of India, Black Circle Chairman and members of UPSC, Black Circle selection of election commissioners, members and Chairman of Finance Commission. B. Rights, powers with regard to Parliament of India. He decides the foreign policy of the country. He is the Speaker of the central government. Black Circle. He is the leader of the ruling party in the Parliament. Black Circle. He is the Chairman of Niti Aayog, National Development Council, National Integration Council, Interstate Council, National Water Resources Council. Black Circle. He is the head of disaster management team during emergency at political level. Black Circle. He is the political head of all the forces. List of Prime Minister of India. Can. Prime Ministers. India since 1947. 1. Jawaharlal Nehru. Served August 15, 1947 – May 27, 1964. Political party, Indian National Congress. Elected from Phulpur, Uttar Pradesh. 2. Gulzarilal Nanda. Served May 27, 1964 to June 9, 1964. Political party, Indian National Congress. Elected from Sabarkantha, Gujarat. 3. Lal Bahadur Shastri. Served June 9, 1964 – January 11, 1966. Political party, Indian National Congress. Elected from Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh. 4. Gulzarilal Nanda. Served January 11, 1966 – January 24, 1089. Political party, Indian National Congress. Elected from Sabarkantha, Gujarat. 5. Indira Gandhi. Served January 24, 1966 – March 24, 19. Political party, Indian National Congress. Elected from Ray Bareli, Uttar Pradesh. 6. Morarji Desai. Served March 24, 1977 – July 28, 1970. Political party, Janata Party. Elected from Surat, Gujarat. 7. Ch. Sharan Singh. Served July 28, 1979 – January 14, 19860. Political party, Janata Party, secular. Elected from Bagpat, Uttar Pradesh. 8. Indira Gandhi. Served January 14, 1980 October 31. Political party, Indian National Congress elected from Medak, Telangana. 9. Rajiv Gandhi. Served, October 31, 1984 to December 2, 1988 Political party, Indian National Congress elected from Amethi, Uttar Pradesh. 10. VP Singh. Served, December 2, 1989 November 10, 1990 Political party, Janata Dal, National Front. Elected from Fatehpur, Uttar Pradesh. 11. Chandra Shekhar. Served, November 10, 1000 June 21, 19 GAT Political party, Samajwadi Janata Party. Elected from Balia, Uttar Pradesh. 12. P.V. Narasimha Rao. Served, June 21, 1901 May 16, 1996. Political party, Indian National Congress elected from Nandial, Andhra Pradesh. 13. A.B. Vajpayee. Served, May 16, 1996 to June 1, 1906. Political party, Bharatiya Janata Party elected from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. 14. H.D. Deve Gowda. Served, June 1, 1996 April 21, 1997. Political party, Janata Dal, United Front. Elected from Rajya Sabha MP, Karnataka. 15. I.K. Gujral. Served, April 21, 1997 March 19, 1998. Political party, Janata Dal, United Front. Elected from Rajya Sabha MP, Bihar. 16. A.B. Vajpayee. Served, March 19, 1998 May 22, 2004. Political party, Bharatiya Janata Party. Elected from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. 17. Manmohan Singh. Served, May 22, 2004 May 26, 2014. Political party, Indian National Congress. Elected from Rajya Sabha MP, Anna. 18. Narendra Modi served, the 26th of May 2014 till date. Political party, Bharatiya Janata Party elected from Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. Do you know? Gulzan Lal Nanda became acting Prime Minister for 13 days in 1904 after death of Jawaharlal Nehru, and he again became acting Prime Minister for 13 days in 1960 after death of Lal Bahadur Shastri. Exams Egg. Union Council Ministers, 2022-2023. As per the Constitution of India, the total strength of the Council of Ministers cannot exceed 15% of the total number of Lok Sabha MPs. The current strength of the 17th Lok Sabha is 543 members, and hence the Council of Ministers cannot be more than 81. Cabinet Ministers. Portfolio. 1. Shri Rajnath Singh, Minister of Defence. 2. Shri Amit Shah, Minister of Home Affairs and Minister of Cooperation. 3. Shri Nitin Jiram Gadkari, Minister of Road Transport and Highways. 4. SMT, Nirmala Sitharaman, Minister of Finance and Minister of Corporate Affairs. 5. Shri Narendra Singh Tomar, Minister of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare. 6. Dr. Subramaniam J. Shankar, Minister of External Affairs. 7. Sri Arjun Munda, Minister of Tribal Affairs. 8. SMT, Smriti Zubin Irani, Minister of Women and Child Development. 9. Shri Piyush Goyal, Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, and Minister of Textiles. 10. Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, Minister of Education, and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. 11. Shri Prahlad Joshi, Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Minister of Coal, and Minister of Mines. 12. Shri Narayan Tatu Rain, Minister of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. 13. Shri Sarbananda Sonowal, Minister of AYUSH. 14. Shri Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, Minister of Minority Affairs. 15. Dr. Virendra Kumar, Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment. 16. Shri Giriraj Singh, Minister of Rural Development, and Minister of Panchayati Raj. 17. Shri Jyotiraditya M. Scindia, Minister of Civil Aviation. 18. Shri Ramchandra Prasad Singh, Minister of Steel and Ministry of Steel. 19. Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw, Minister of Railways, Minister of Communications, and Minister of Electronics and Information Technology. 20. Shri Pashupati Kumar Paris, Minister of Food Processing Industries. 21. Shri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, Minister of Jal Shakti. 22. Shri Kiran Rijiju, Minister of Law and Justice. 23. Shri Raj Kumar Singh, Minister of Power, and Minister of New and Renewable Energy. 24. Shri Hardeep Singh Puri, Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, and Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs. 25. Shri Mansukh Mandavia, Minister of Health and Family Welfare, and 26. Minister of Chemicals and Fertilizers. 27. Shri Bhupender Yadav, Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and Minister of Labor and Employment. 28. Dr. Mahendra Nath Pandey, Minister of Heavy Industries. 29. Shri Parshottam Rupala, Minister of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. 30. Shri G. Kishan Reddy, Minister of Culture, Minister of Tourism, and 31. Minister of Development of Northeastern Region. 32. Shri Anurag Singh Thakur, Minister of Information and Broadcasting, and 33. Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports.